Hi and welcome. I'm very excited to bring you another tutorial at livelinktraining.com. My name is Ken Fisher. In this video we're going to show you how to create a bit of a double exposure look using layers and some blend modes. And I'm going to try and blend together these two images. I've got two images in the bin. I've got a photograph of a model which just happens to be me at a recent film noir shoot that we did. And there's a cityscape image. I'm going to try and blend them together in an interesting way. So what do we need to do first? Well, we'll get them into the same layer stack. So I'll drag this model layer and I'll drag it in so we get it at the top of the stack. So we've got a model layer and we've got the background layer. Now that's brought it in as a smart object. So what I'll do is just try and simplify that. By going to simplify layer. So now it's we've got two pixel based layers. Okay, well we'll start off with the model layer. And what I'm going to do is create a couple of different adjustment layers and then put them all in a group. So let's start that process. So the first one I want is we'll go for a levels adjustment layer, and this is to adjust the tones in the images. Don't really need to do anything with it just yet. And then I'll go for a solid colour layer. And the solid colour layer, doesn't matter what colour it is, I'll just click on to give it a bright red so we can see it. And then what I'll try and do, we'll create a group with all three of these. So we'll create a group now. And we'll call this the model group. So now all those images, that image, sorry, and the two adjustment layers are in the model group. And now I'm going to do the same for the background. I'm going to click on the background and we'll create a levels adjustment layer again, and we'll create a solid color layer. Whoops. And we'll create a solid color layer. And again, doesn't matter what colour it is, we'll leave this one as blue. And we'll drag them down so they're just above the background. And then we'll put all those three in another group. So I'll shift click to select them all. And we'll create another group. You weren't watching, were you? I've got a background layer. Okay, so we'll get rid of that background layer and then we'll create a new group. So now I've got two groups and we'll call this the background. So we'll just open the model one, and here we've got as layers in there, and we'll open the background one and we've got as layers in there. Right, next thing to do is the blend modes. So I'm going to click to select the model group, and the blend modes are here, so I'm going to select the light and blend mode. Same on the background, so I'm going to click on the background and I'll select the light and blend mode again. Now I'm going to go inside the model group, so I'll click on the model group and then just click this little arrow to open up. And then what I'll do is on the colour layer, I'm going to click to activate it, and I'll change the blend mode to colour. And that should let us be able to see through now to the background layer. And then I'll do the same with the background layer. I'll get the colour layer and we'll change that to colour as well, to colour blend mode. And now we can see right through to the background image. Okay, I'll open both groups up now so we can see the layers. So now it's a case of getting, well, you getting a little bit creative really. I mean, we've got obviously red on the model. So if I double click that, I can change that. Let's try maybe a yellow. Let's just move that out of the way. Okay, like that a little bit better. Maybe just subdue it a little bit. And click OK. So we've got a bit of complementary colours going off here, blues and yellows. And I can go into the blue colour layer and just maybe darken that down a little bit. Yeah, I like that better. And click OK. And then we can use the levels adjustment layers to control the exposure, how much of each image as we see. So I'll go back up to the model layer and double click on the levels adjustment. And I'll try the midtones first, so I can take away parts of the image or bring more of the image back by just moving that slider. And you can take it right up to there, but I think somewhere like that I think looks good. Let's try the white slider. That's bringing more of it in. Play with the black slider. I'm quite liking that. Okay, I can then go to the background, the levels adjustment layer on the background, and play around that. We can lighten it up, we can darken it down. I think it looks a little bit better darker, so I'll darken that down. Just pull the lights up a little bit. There we go, something like that. It looks a little bit double exposure, and you can get creative and you can control it by looking and using the color layers or the levels layers. Well, that's it, just a quick tutorial on how using blend modes and layers we can create a little bit of a double exposure look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments underneath the video. If you like the video, why not share it with a friend and click the subscribe button so that when I upload a new video, you're the first to know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the very next video. Bye for now.